All right. And we're back. Maybe. Oh, and now Twitch is catching up. Okay. So, we are back. What is the plan? What
Oh, sorry.
what dastardly things do you want to try and do here?
Okay, so Alejandro takes the shovel, and he's basically just going to say to everyone, like, cover me. We might not be, I might not be alone in there, or you can come down with me if you'd like. And he's just gonna, just grab the shovel and up and go down there, see what he can find.
Far down is it?
You don't know.
Oh, but we could see something
You
like.
you can see that that there's there's a door on the side of one of the walls. You think maybe it's about 10 feet or so down to the bottom, but it's really hard to tell with all these dead bodies in the way. And Alejandro, I'm gonna need a sanity check from you for doing this.
Would this be made with a bonus die or no?
No.
Considering I have the hardened trait.
I'm gonna say that this is beyond hardened.
That makes perfect sense.
It-
Oh, look, I succeed.
okay, you
Nice.
you take one sanity loss.
Okay.
Even when you win, you lose. Gotta
Yeah.
love
It's
That's Call of
it's
Cthulhu
that
for you.
is that is the that is Call of Cthulhu. Even when you win, you lose. the,
Yeah.
the best you can hope for is to break even,
it. Is to lose last.
Yeah.
or to die in your sleep.
Gotta know when to fold them. Know
Exactly.
when to hold them.
Yeah. And
Know when to walk away. Know when to run.
Glad you went down that road with me.
yeah, but at this point Alejandro, probably kind of sick to his stomach, is like gonna yeah, kinda.
Kind of a lot.
Oh yeah, totally.
If you're gonna vomit, go to the crack.
yeah, just taint all the fat that's probably in there. But yeah, he's basically just going to like do a quick prayer, 10 Hail Marys, and then he's just gonna look through a dead body, see if he can find that golden thing, because gold seems to be a pretty big motif here.
So you find a handful of gold coins that have fallen out of people's pockets and clattered to the bottom of the charnel pits, and you're able to clear a path to a tunnel entrance. Um, the tunnel is about 4 feet high and about 10 foot in width. So if you're gonna go through, it's gonna be, especially for you, Alejandro, with your build, it's gonna be on your hands and knees.
Okay, so that makes sense. He's just gonna, hands and knees makes sense. Just do kind of a,
All right.
yeah.
Let me remind myself, because I didn't think you were gonna come through this way, but okay. Sure.
Always expect the unexpected.
Is everybody else coming in the same? Uh,
I was wondering, is there any chance that maybe we should take a look around the rest of this area now that we're in here?
Ah. You mean topside?
Yes, before we
Well,
go to.
yeah, and I imagine. I mean, yeah, I imagine.
How about our resident archaeologist here? Take a good look.
Yeah.
That's what I was. I mean, I guess I kind of assumed that that's what I was doing when I was asking if it looked like it had been excavated or some other just before the break. But yeah, I assume it took like some time for him to go through the pit. So
Let's take a look around while we're doing.
I think I personally do anything but like go up to like the top of the pyramid.
Okay. Um, are you going to make any sort of skill checks while you're doing this, or are you just kind of walking around?
Well, I'm going to make a spot hidden for the rest of the areas.
Okay. I'll also accept archaeology checks from those of you who have it.
I'm looking for like any other like entrances, obvious or otherwise.
I'll accept either spot hidden or archaeology. Extreme archaeology success. Okay. So, Jesse notices these. Well, Jesse notices a few different things while you're looking around. And why is the. Oh, because I am no longer on the right tool. Okay. So, there's a few things that Jesse notices with an extreme success. First off, these things here. You realize that there are a number of vertical shafts around the site, and that these ones here, as well as this
Yeah.
one.
Guys, I'm sorry about that. My internet kind of crapped out again, but I think I had a question. How many gold coins do I have?
I'm gonna say 3.
3 gold coins. Okay.
So you see a number of capstones.
These are probably still worth a decent amount.
As well as this open chimney here. And they're slabs that you can easily remove, and you're able to get one of them off, and you assume that the others are going to be the same, and that they're chimneys that appear to go down about 10 to 15 feet, you think, and will appear to also go down into the underground. Also, here at the doorway, you see some. I've got it up here at the top of the map here. Around the wall of the gateway into the pyramid. I'm sorry, into the kind of general area that you're in. There's carved heads over the main gateway and set into the walls at regular intervals. The constant wind blows over and through their distended mouths, which is producing that unnerving whistling sound that you heard when approaching. And you recognize the heads as Tuanknu in origin, of about the same kind of general time frame as the other Tuanknu artifacts that you've found.
Okay. So are we saying we don't have to go through a pile of bodies?
You are relatively confident that any of these chimneys might go down the same place, and that either with some sort of climbing check or using some rope, you could probably get down, and you're reasonably sure it's gonna end up in a similar place.
Like, hey, Alejandro, stop screwing around with those bodies. We found an easier way. Just by like, so I don't know. It sounds like you assumed like we opened some of the ones,
Yeah,
but
I'm
like
I'm
just
gonna
by,
say that you managed to get. You saw this one first, and you managed to take the cover off, and it you've seen things like this at previous archaeological digs, and so you
just
figured out
by,
how it all worked.
okay, just by like rough order of magnitude, like, does it smell the same, bad, less bad as
Less
the pit?
bad, but still, the offal from the charnel pit definitely is not making the tunnels smell rosy.
All right. All right. So we have options to go down. Why is it always down?
You can go up.
Okay. So what are we thinking? All roads lead to the basement.
Mm-hmm.
What did you see in the? So I'm thinking maybe we can be a little bit more sane, not going through the pit, perhaps.
Probably, yeah.
Only the
If
smart.
no other advantage, that's one.
So where would you like to go?
That is the question. What are you thinking, guys?
Well, all roads lead to underground. So, yeah,
Split up.
split the party. That's a great idea.
Do more damage that way.
Mhm.
Wait. So what's special about this chimney thing, or is it just like, hey, it's a chimney?
It's a chimney.
brings it
So
down.
the one that you've got highlighted in white is open. The flagstone is
Huh.
missing.
Okay. All right. I mean, is it? It's not night yet, right?
So the sun is starting to set.
So if we look down the chimney or this one where we took the top off, like, can we see the bottom?
You can, yeah, you believe it's probably about 15 feet down.
I light a lantern just to be sure.
Yep, you believe that it's about 15 feet down.
All right. Well, that's not too bad. Does it look like there's any? So I mean, is this like a hole and it just like drops straight down, or is there like? Does it look like there might be branching tunnels from?
It looks like it goes down into a similar set of tunnels to what Alejandro described. It looks
Alright.
like the shaft goes straight down into the tunnels. You think that you could climb down it with minimal difficulty. You would need to make a skill check, but it shouldn't be a difficult skill check.
That's a
Or
close
if you've got
Okay.
enough rope to tie off and get down, then you won't need a skill check.
I have rope, and I assume it's the standard D&D length of 50 feet.
Perfect.
All right, I vote for slightly less sanity loss.
So which chimney would you like to enter from?
The awesome one. I don't know. What do you think? I'm thinking maybe further from the pyramid to start. Like maybe
Yeah.
this open one. What do you think?
I'm thinking something that's easier so you guys can at least hear if Alejandro would be screaming. You know what I mean?
Well, why don't you just climb back up?
I'm down here already, and there's a tunnel here.
I just shoveled through 10 feet of bodies. I'm not coming up for nothing.
Yeah.
Line of the night.
Oh yeah.
And you're, I'm all right. I'm like, suit yourself. All right, we'll try and do this one, I guess. I just shrug. Heave off the top of this, and it's like, all right. We, I don't know. We secure it to something that makes it secure. I don't know if there's a tie down or whether we can see what other crap I've got carried. Yeah, I don't know if there's any obvious place to tie a rope so we can go down.
Why don't I take a look since this is my forte?
Climber.
Do a little engineering here and see if I can't come up with a methodology here, and a little MacGyvering, so to speak.
Okay.
What are you trying to?
Engineering, so to secure the ropes,
They're-
so everything's.
Okay. Yeah. Well, extreme success. Yeah. You do it.
You secure the shit out of those
You-
ropes.
You should have just
take
declared that you were like sapping your way into this.
Yeah,
you
Like we dig a tunnel.
military
put-
engineer.
you cut knot the rope around the outside of the chimney. You put the capstone down on top of the rope. You put a couple other capstones around it. That rope ain't going anywhere.
Can he rig up like a Batman kind of thing where we can just like shoot up if we have to?
Well, now that you mention it,
You know, like pulleys and
about
stuff.
bears and rabbits.
Counterweights. Make it happen.
well, I do have a weird science thing. We really, I don't know if we want to waste it at this point.
Yeah, just an automated grappling hook.
Yeah. Maybe it gives me the idea for future.
All right.
Okay, let me grab some tokens here.
Yeah, grappling gun.
We grudgingly descend.
Hold on. Zoom out so that I can see what. Why did your tokens not paste over? Okay. Open up some fog of war here. Oh, and of course all your little markers came over too. Alright, so Alejandro is down here. The rest of you guys come through here. And can I get rid of these markers? Oh, of course I got rid of Martin's token when I did that. All right. So the tunnels themselves, uh, they're stone slab walls. Uh, they are all approximately 4 feet in height and 10 feet in width. So anyone moving through them is going to have to be down on all fours. Going is slow. Um, the floors are covered with dust and fragments of broken stone. Uh, there are occasional small clusters of stalactites hanging from the ceiling where dripping water has left limestone deposits. The smell of death and decay in the tunnels is overpowering, and the air is filled with buzzing flies. And I'm going to want everyone to make some con rolls for me.
I'm guessing just so we don't get sick.
Yes.
Okay, let's hope I get it, guys. Yeah, it's real
Yeah.
hard.
Handkerchief over the mouth thing, but it's not good. Con.
All right.
Con!
Martin and Jesse are nauseated. You are going to take penalty dice on any rolls made while in the
Oh,
tunnels
crap.
for the next 10 minutes. Thereafter, you will become accustomed to the smell.
All right, start the timer.
Okay, so you find Alejandro down here at the bottom of the charnel pit. And
Stay away from me, man.
you find yourself in a network of tunnels.
Friggin' tunnels.
So from here, you see that that the tunnel goes to the north of you. There doesn't appear to be any branches from where you are. It seems a straight shot from the charnel pit northward.
Well, at least we know there's nothing behind us.
You also, as your lantern light kind of lights you see at the base. Actually, no. Here it's just straight wall, slab wall. Going northward. Is this the crawling order that we wanna keep?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Wait, am I in front?
You are in front.
Can I'm sick, so can I go somewhere not in front?
Fine, I'll go in front.
Or we could, just wait 10 minutes here.
Yeah, we can do that.
Time is of the essence.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
We know that, do we?
I don't know. I'm too busy throwing up. So,
and you're also too busy realizing that there are vampires here. They might find us.
they might. That's a chance I'm willing to take. You could always scout ahead.
Mm,
See where the next
nah.
bend is.
You know what? Yeah, I will scout ahead to see if there is a next bend.
All right, you let me get the reveal tool here. Okay, so each one of these squares is the standard D&D 5 foot, and you get up at the top here. The intersection tees off. Which way would you like to investigate?
I'm gonna look to the left first, see if there's anything weird about that.
So, looking off to the left, so you see that not too far up to the left, the intersection is gonna tee off again. You also notice that once you get, you see the sparkle of gold up at this next intersection here in your lantern light.
Okay, so at this point, Alejandro's just gonna call back to him like, "Hey, there's an intersection here. Something interesting on the left."
Do you see anything on the right?
Do I?
I don't know.
So to the right, you see that the tunnel goes down for a little bit and seems to come to a doorway, and that's as far as your lantern light will protrude.
Okay.
All right. Well, someone who's not penalized should probably follow Alejandro.
I think everyone should follow Alejandro because, strength in numbers.
Here, I'll go.
All right. Alejandro's gonna go a little over here and check to see what that gold sparkle was.
So you realize that that these tunnels probably wrap around the pyramid, and all around the wall of the pyramid, you see a layer of gold matching the small piece that you found, and it seems to have non-repeating symbols very similar to the ones that you found earlier.
Okay. At this point, he's gonna call back like words on it.
Kind of cut out a bit there.
I'm sorry about that. He's basically just going to say, guys, I saw the water full of funny words. It matches the gold thing that I have.
Funny words.
Yeah, they're not so much words as just square blocks.
Oh. Yeah, he's got an EDU 40. They're all words to him.
Does it look like anything I recognize?
It matches the piece of gold that you have from the university.
Okay. Well, I guess we're in the right place.
Okay. All right. At this point, I think it would be a good idea to, take a look around, see if there's anything missing from this pyramid, just so I can fill it in with this gold indent. or so I can fill it in with this gold thing.
All right. Should we go down?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, here.
All right, yeah. I'll lead the way.
Okay. Reveal tool up. So the corridor kind of comes up here and then makes a turn.
All right.
What is the floors like dirt?
The floor's dirt. There's the occasional stalactite and
Right.
rocks, and you're on your hands and knees coming through.
Well, okay, so we've kind of messed it up so far, but does anyone have like tracking or anything?
I don't.
I don't either. I mean, I got 10. I guess I can roll a 1, but just trying to figure out whether we have any indication where those two. I fail spectacularly. Where the two, I don't know, where the people on top of the pyramid went, maybe. But I guess not.
What's the plan, guys?
Okay.
But I
I'm
don't
going
see-
to keep going, see if I can find the gold indent, or the missing piece of gold.
Okay, you get a little bit further down the tunnel, and the tunnel kind of curves off again.
I'm going to keep doing that.
Cover him.
Do we notice by looking at the ceiling where the other entrances from above might be?
Yes. So let me.
Is our party splitting up?
Uh,
You saw an open one here.
Okay. So that's probably the chimney, right?
Yep.
And then there should be one right about where I am.
You see one about here. You see one, about here. And that's what you've seen so far. The one at the top is the top one at the top of the T is open. The others are covered.
Okay.
Unless you pulled all the capstones off before you came down.
I don't know. I didn't do that. I assume we came down right around where the green one is.
Yes. That's where you came down.
Okay, so that one's open too then. Okay.
so my guy's just gonna,
We're
he's just
keep
gonna
on
keep,
keeping on.
yeah, just keep on keeping on, my man.
Okay.
Could maybe do some listens or something. If anyone's good at that. Oh, actually, I'm kind of good at that. But what else do we? Well,
Keeping on?
Yep, keeping on.
Okay. As you make it to this last bend, the stench of decay becomes pretty overpowering.
Overpowered. Even more overpowered?
Even
That was
more
already
overpowered than the charnel pits.
It can't be more overpowered once you're overpowered.
Yet no, this, like, the charnel pit was the worst thing that you'd ever smelled in your entire life. This is worse than that.
Did we actually smell that since we didn't go down? I mean, I guess maybe we did.
Well, Alejandra's leading, so,
Oh, I see.
and he came through the charnel pits.
Just digging.
So you see there's a pool of filth here that covers a good section of the floor here. You're not going to be able to traverse it without getting into this, and you can tell that it's deep. You can make out over about here that there's a missing section of the gold warding, and that there's a crack in this wall. You're gonna guess that the crack is a couple inches. There's this whole pool of filth here. Is about 10 feet wide, and you're gonna guess that in the middle it's gotta be a few feet deep. The surface of the pool moves around constantly. It's not water. It appears, while it's liquid, it's off-white and scummy, and the pool is constantly undulating.
Yeah, that's no good.
Mm,
Would you say
ew.
it's vomit?
Yeah, it's probably fat.
Oh. So it's coming out of the pyramid,
Mm-hmm.
but not at any significant rate that's filling up this corridor, I guess.
Correct.
Okay.
So this section of the tunnels is about 12 feet wide. It's still only 4 feet high, so you've got to be doubled over. But a couple of you can fit on either side of this, so that you can two abreast investigators can see what's happening to the pool.
All right. Did anybody bring 40 feet of planking?
No. So we're probably gonna have to circle back.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe just go around the other side and see if there's any better way.
So where's the gold indent that's missing?
Like here?
Exactly.
He said it was
Ah,
coming
crap.
out of the missing piece.
Oh wow.
All right, so get in there and put your hole in the dam.
Okay, so
Or put your finger in the hole. I don't know why I said that.
okay, so how deep is this puddle?
You're gonna guess in the middle part it's several feet deep. And
Okay.
and you can still, you're gonna have to go into the pool, hunched over.
Yeah, so
Like,
fucking
don't do it.
and at this point, like, he's just gonna say like, okay, you're gonna have to cover me. Oh god.
So I'm gonna want you to move your tokens as to where you are if this is what's about to happen.
You're
Wait,
probably
what?
like
I'm assuming that you guys aren't where your tokens say you are. So
No, I'm exactly where my token is.
uh
I
Is that
saw
okay?
this and I was like,
I'll
no,
take
don't do
one
it.
back.
Has it been 10 minutes?
I will say yes.
Oh, all right.
It is the worst stench ever, and I wasn't feeling so good from since
So
before.
as
so
Alejandro,
this is where I
as
am.
Alejandro is just going in. As Alejandro is just going in, he's just gonna be like, "Oh God."
I've come so far.
Don't do it. Ugh.
I've
I
come so
can't
far.
There's another way around, right?
It's entirely possible, but
I'd
if
still have to go into the water to get the thing in.
possibly,
I still have to go into the fat to get the indent covered, so it wouldn't make any difference.
what if there's another thing of this on the other side? I don't know. All right, I guess we'll watch the horror unfold. Wait, who's this guy? I'm the only one with like a label on my name.
That's Seamus.
Maybe you can engineer some stuff to like make it go somewhere else. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pour some
just
concrete over it.
engineer a plank out of thin air.
Yeah.
Cover some dirt on it.
Seamus, do you want to make some sort of skill check? Is that what I'm hearing?
Let me. Okay. Let me. I was trying to think of what I could do. What the heck? Let me try an engineering roll. See if I can figure anything out of how to do this. It's either that or I think mechanical or electrical repairs can help there here.
I was actually thinking. Never mind. You got it.
So you know that fat is really flammable, and that's your go-to.
Yes.
Oh
But
God, I'm in it.
yes. It's also a confined space with limited air.
Yeah. So, last resort idea.
Mm-hmm.
Chimneys, we can go back up and open the.
Yeah. But last resort idea.
And then we just, set a fuse and we move her over here. Like, I don't know. We could actually even leave. Let's climb up this thing. But what else you got?
Well, unless we go out, see if we can scavenge some wood or planks.
We could drill through the wall of the pyramid, come through it from the other side, and patch it from the inside.
I don't think we have the equipment. Most we could do some demolitions with explosives.
I like where your head's at as a player.
So the choice is: does anybody recall seeing if there was any wood or planks?
That's
above
not a good
ground?
idea.
I don't know. Do we?
You don't recall seeing any wood. It seems like everything that was surviving around here was stone.
So,
Throw stuff in it, it's just going to displace the volume.
The only other option is if we could go around the other
yeah,
side,
probably.
and then we have enough rope, we could rig up something, so you could sort of shimmy across as a bunch of us hold the rope.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's it.
That might be a
If
good
you can
idea,
get around
actually.
the other side.
Well, is there a reason not to check out the other side? I mean, this thing's not going anywhere, and it's not filling
Yeah.
up faster than it already has. I say we check out the other side just to get a complete picture.
Yeah. Okay. So, you want Alejandro to
And
go with
all
you,
the
or?
time- Sure. Why not?
If I knew
There's
you were
always
gonna have that
time
idea.
still where you can wade through the yucky fat. Dang.
Okay, so right when the party gets up to about where
should
Seamus
probably get-
is, um, you see directly ahead of you, Seamus, a pile of rags, sticks, and other detritus.
Maybe we can do something.
As you get closer to it, you see that it's a body wrapped in decayed wool and cotton.
Then
although
again, maybe
they're-
not.
Although they're too rotten and filthy to be identified as particular garments. And I'll let you make a spot hidden roll if you'd like.
Sure.
Can we all make a spot hidden?
I
First
will.
10 feet
This
wide, you
this
said.
corridor is narrow, so I'm only gonna let Seamus and maybe Jesse, since he's second.
Wait, so this
Fair
is not 10 feet wide here?
Yeah, it's a little bit more narrow here.
Okay, so yeah, go for it.
Sorry, I'm so extreme.
Extreme.
Ooh.
So
Yo, Mike,
you see something white and glistening moving in the eye socket of the skull.
Damn it! I said, look out! Don't touch that thing. Creepy crawlies in the skull. Get it away! Get it away! Like what? Like a small thing, I guess. I mean, I guess it's in a skull. It's gotta be
You've seen one of these before.
small. Ah, crap! It's the thing. It's the thing we killed before. Give it the boot. Actually, do we have fire? We might have fire. We got a lantern.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I warn everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we just want to? Do we want to just set that on fire?
Well, not yet. I think again, fire, confined space. Careful. We know that boot will take care of it. Just keep your eyes on it. If you get close enough, stomp it.
Well, we can't stomp it because we're crawling.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, and then really putting so fire is.
Who
we
here has
have
a knife?
25-foot pole. I'm only half joking about that. Let me see here.
They do not.
How big is the thing?
It's very small.
We just like, I don't know. Yeah. How would we get rid of this?
That's a good question.
I have some satchels. Do you think we could just like throw it in a bag and just like leave it at that? I can't remember if it was like acidic or anything. It's been a while. Tell me more about this thing.
So you've got the mummy laying on the ground, and wriggling around in its eye socket is this larva thing about the size of your fist, and it's just a shapeless mass of white protoplasm.
Okay, so is it at all possible for me to like shoot past. I know we're gonna get hella tinnitus from this, but and would it be at all possible to shoot past with my shotgun without hitting anyone?
Not from where you are now.
Okay, fair point. Is it all reasonable for you guys for me to say, guys, back up? I'm gonna go first.
Sure. Be my guest.
Yeah.
Okay, so we take a few seconds.
I was just gonna say, like, I mean, we just like throw the whole skull in a bag and tie it up. But
You got an idea?
Yeah, I do. So yeah, everyone's behind me, and I just kind of go up to it and and I'm just gonna say, guys.
So when you get up to there, the mummy reaches out and grabs your hands, and it's gonna get a surprise round, and it is going to.
That's not good. That's also not good.
Nice.
Why do all bad things happen?
Oh my god. Okay, I think that's max damage for whatever he does. What does he do?
4 points of clawing damage to you.
Hey, that's not too bad.
Okay, thank God.
Run away.
That was gonna be like 7 or some shit.
Okay, wait. Is this like? So this is a single file territory.
Yep.
Okay. We could always back up into the T junction.
Okay.
But we need to roll initiative and stuff.
We don't roll initiative. It's your
Your
dexterity.
dex. Let me get the track.
Well,
Actually, I'm
yeah,
gonna
do we need
clear
to go
out
into-
the
yeah,
tracker. Riyadh. Why am I missing add to tracker?
To crawl through the fat.
Why am I missing?
What's your constitution?
Ah, there it is.
Well, my character 70.
Crap.
Wow, what's up?
All right, put your dexes in the tracker.
Okay. Oh, thank God, it goes after me.
All right. Crap. Okay. All right, Martin, you're up.
Can I shoot it?
You can, although you will take a penalty die from having to shoot past your two friends down a narrow hallway, and if you fumble, you hit one of them.
All right, let's do it.
I was gonna say, what if I just like dive to the ground and not do it?
You would have failed anyway.
Alrighty then. This is gonna get interesting.
It will get interesting.
All right, Seamus.
Hey. Let's see. I'll. Trying to think what I can do. Because if I take a shot, I'm probably going to have to go through these guys, and I don't think I'll have much better luck than them. Just move up a bit and wait.
Okay. Jesse.
I forget. Are you guys better combatants than I am?
Yeah.
To be fair, the guy who's really good at hand to hand is really good at in front. So, and he also has a shotgun, so he can just
Oh, by the way, I forgot to
double
have
barrel.
you guys roll sanity.
Right.
Or,
Okay.
you know,
Well, okay, so
seeing
can
a mummy come to life.
Can more than one person be hand to hand with the mummy?
Not in this case now.
All right, so it's kind of pointless for me to. Ugh,
I failed too. Jesus.
I'm going insane. This is my
So anyone who fails takes 5 sanity loss.
Oh Jesus. I'm almost at indefinite insanity.
Get there. Get to 0?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Dude, did you take sand as your dump stat?
What, me?
Okay. Jesse.
Well, I can't go hand to hand, and I can't really shoot through them because, like.
I'll say that you could go hand to hand with a penalty die.
Ugh, why do I want to do that? All right. Well, what kills mummies?
Other mummies?
Other mummies. Fire. All right. Well, here we go. I will.
No. So I might.
I'll knife it.
Oh, good.
You do not knife it.
All right.
Get out of my way.
Alejandro.
All right. What I'm going to do is, double tap this motherfucker. Would I get any bonus or penalties from being this close to it?
You get point blank, which gives you it's 1 bonus die. If you're gonna fire both barrels, then I'm just gonna say that you get that done with a regular, because you would take a penalty for the second shot. Actually, no, shotgun. Shotgun, you can.
It's a double barrel shotgun.
Double
so
barrel
I just pull both the
shotgun,
triggers.
you can pull both because there's no. Yeah. Okay, so you get a 1 bonus die for point blank.
Oh, full damage, both of them.
Nice.
So what was that?
All right.
6, 12, 18, 24, 48 damage.
Oh yeah, no. So you hit the thing, square in the head. The larva tries to it does this Neo thing and manages to get out of the way of the first blast, and then the second barrel comes in, and it's just nuclear obliteration. You are just the destroyer of these larva things.
Yeah. It's like if when Neo was doing that cool Matrix, bend over backwards thing, Agent Smith just went up and kicked him in the balls. I don't know. It's just kind of funny image to me.
All right, so the mummy's dead. You also see the top of the one of the columns coming down.
So I'm just wondering, since I fired a gun in an enclosed space, how bad are our ears ringing right now?
So
What?
you've watched Archer. You're kind of all going.
Yeah, I have.
For the
Mop.
for the next while. Okay.
Yeah, if I keep doing that, I'm gonna have tinnitus. Jesus.
All right.
All right.
So
I'm mummying it up. Why are there mummies?
Why
Because
not?
it's a pyramid. Okay, and after this, my guy is going to reload just cover his bases and shit.
Sorry.
You kind of broke up there, Matt.
My guy's going to reload.
Okay.
My guy's going to reload after all that. After doing the whole mop.
Before the mummy was obliterated, did it seem like a kind of mummy that belonged in this kind of pyramid?
It's region.
Archaeologically speaking, was it like the mummification process that is associated with this
I'm gonna
culture?
say that you didn't have time to think about that.
Damn it! I tried to knife it. All right,
And then
onwards.
thought, I wonder where this comes from. Yeah, I was in front, so here.
This isn't like driving in Massachusetts. The right angle turns lead you back to the same place.
Like when Tremont Street intersects with itself.
Wait a minute. Right. Exactly as I calculated.
We went in a circle, and it led to the same place. My God,
We killed the mummy.
that's good.
All right. Wow. That's auspicious.
Okay.
Mhm.
So now that we're on both sides, what can we do? Rig up anything?
Make a mechanical engineering check.
Would it be mechanical engineering, mechanical repair, or just engineering?
Mechanical repair.
If you'd like, I could probably help with that. Let's see.
Or engineering. I'll allow either one.
Okay, success. Would you like me to? Is it okay if I tick that off or no?
You can tick it off, yeah.
Cool.
So, tell me what you've got that you think you could rig something up with.
Probably the gauze, or whatever fabric was wrapping around him.
There wasn't much left of them. There wasn't much of the mummy to begin with before you put 2 shotgun shells in him at close range.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
I mean, it was a fairly, the you thought it was just a bundle of rags at first because
So
most of what was there had rotted away over the years.
Does anybody have any rope?
we probably would have had to cut some rope because we don't need all 50 feet.
Or we can if we didn't before.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have anything like. I mean, I said we had a shovel.
Yeah. Anybody perhaps any spikes, things like that?
Ah, actually,
Did anyone take pitons?
we could actually.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. Get maybe a rope or 2. If we can do at least one across, possibly 2. Secure the rope. You can crawl across the rope. If we can get 2 up, maybe with a strong enough, you can make your way across.
Matches. And a variety of camping gear,
Mhm.
I assume. don't know. Does that mean we don't have what we need?
So it sounds like you've got rope,
Yeah.
And a shovel.
rope, and a shovel. No one had pitons. No one had spikes or.
Okay, so
I
I
think
think
Everybody go
then
carry. I have the rope and the shovel.
yeah, if we can get it, well, there's how many of us? You know, at least 2 people per side, and one dexterous person goes across and puts the thing in.
Well, to be honest, I was going to think that Alejandro would do it because this thing's 20 pounds and he's probably going to need to both hold the rope and put the thing on.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
I think maybe the best thing we could do is, I mean, is this stuff like acidic or something? I mean, or
it's
is
not
it just?
acidic. It's just fat.
That's disgusting.
I mean, I feel like the easiest thing is like maybe like okay, we just like let them wade in. Maybe we tie a rope to them in case it gets really deep in there.
Yeah, but
Okay.
if that's the case, I would have to swim and do that at the same time, and that might be hard.
Mhm.
Yeah, with the weight putting me down. It's like trying to tread water with like a giant brick.
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's not technically water.
Well, it's a liquid, and I can still sink.
It's even worse than water. I don't know. I got nothing. I mean, how high is the ceiling here? It's only 4 feet high, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, even if we had rope, or even if we had all the spikes and stuff, I don't know if that. No.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, it gives
Okay.
you hold, I guess.
So Seamus, you think from the rolls that you've made that your options are you could, if you've got some wood on the pack animals, you could go back and get that and pull something together,
Mhm.
or you're pretty sure it's really flammable.
Yeah.
Yes, but what I was thinking was I use Alejandro and his immense strength to drive the shovel down into the dirt and act as a makeshift piton or something to tie the rope around while these guys hold on to it.
It's the floor is stone. You're not driving a shovel
Yeah,
down through
yeah.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's why I was saying, we have to have some about equal amount of guys on either side, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, yeah, no, the wall's stone too, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, I figured at best. Yeah, but we probably had an easier chance of finding a crack or something.
I was gonna say, what's the
Listen.
handhold situation look like on the wall on the pyramid side?
So the wall is fairly smooth with the exception of the big crack through which the fat is slowly pouring and creating this oozy pool.
Fire in the hole.
Actually, there is air still coming in through here, so it might not be a bad idea.
I mean, we can take all the stones off the whatever the chimneys or the X's.
Do you think we could bring them inside?
Bring them inside.
Well, if you want to. Oh, right. Shit. Sorry. I thought you were going to do something else. I'm dumb.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say I mean, we all also don't have to be down here, so that's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is another thing.
We could make a fuse and then escape upwards through here. which is
Yes,
close.
but how am I going to put the gold thing in?
Well, I assume the answer is we burn off all the nasty and then we come back in and then,
It's going to keep coming.
well, but not at a prodigious rate that it would fill up that pit in like 15 minutes or something.
Well, I know, but it will still keep coming. If it's coming in, the other stuff might catch fire, and it's just going to be a constant stream. We're going to have to wait a long
The
time in
crack
order
is
for it
the
to...
crack is 2 inches wide. You think that Jesse has probably got it right, that if you burn off the most of it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's got a good idea then.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to be part of this plan.
Tell me what the plan is that we're excited about.
I'm going topside and removing the things that seal the, I guess, what is it, purple X's.
Okay.
So I don't know. I guess I went all the way back here, and then I climbed up, and then I just started like tipping them off.
Well, you pulled a couple of them off to secure the ropes anyway, so
Okay.
I'll say you get it done. There were 2 that you didn't pull down, and you do it.
All right. So I'm here, but like on the surface.
Okay.
And I can
Where's
just
ev-
yell down and say I've done it. I don't know who.
Where's everybody else?
I'm probably going with him.
Who wants to light the fire?
Oh,
Because I got a box of matches with your name on it,
okay.
or whoever's name. Who's got the best constitution?
I think we both have the same constitution, don't we?
Got a 70.
I got 72, so
In case you have to make checks, someone with a better constitution.
Wow, I'm thinking 2 here. So you want me to do a demolitions roll?
it wouldn't be a demolitions roll. You're just putting a match on
You
it.
don't need to make a roll for it.
Cool.
It's that flammable. You
Oh,
strike a
jeez.
match, and
Fire and all.
within seconds there is just fire and thick black smoke.
Let's move it. Let's go.
And as you crawl away coughing, make a listen check.
Oh, we never did find out what happened to the.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That is
Um,
a definite fail.
okay. Make a con check.
Check. Come on.
Oh, give me a break.
You had one job.
99.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh
So
my good
a
lord.
regular fail, I would have. Okay, so you pass out, and Jackson sees that you passed out, and makes a makeshift rag with a bandana that he's got, and drags you out of the corridor, and you wake up a few minutes later underneath one of the chimneys.
Yeah, next time, long distance fuse.
Gasping for air. So there is a lot of thick black smoke coming out of the 2, especially this one, and there's also one that I forgot to draw over here. This one and this one. There's a little bit more of smoke coming out of the other ones too that Jesse can see from the surface. But most of the smoke is coming from the 2 that are obviously closest to the pool. And in addition to it being thick black smoke, it stinks to high heaven. You guys, you're able to stay conscious, but it's difficult to see and difficult to breathe where you are.
But the rest of you guys are underground?
I thought I was above ground too.
Okay. So Alejandro and Jesse are above ground.
Thinking maybe we should get some fresh air for a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just assumed only one of you guys ended up down there, but.
Okay. So you go topside. So
I was already topside. But
about those of you that were still underneath, go topside. So the fire rages for about half an hour, 45 minutes, and then slowly the smoke stops coming out. You You guys going back down and heading back over there?
Yep.
Okay. So
Where's my token?
the area where the pool was, there's a thick tarry residue around the area, but whew, that was effective. It most of that burned off really fast and really hot. And God, it stinks down here.
Okay, so
Well, I took a precaution to, have after my failure over initially coming down here to try and kind of basically like make a breathing mask, if it helps. By doing.
so
Yeah,
so
not a
I'm
bad
just,
idea.
I'm just gonna ask, if I were to go to like where the crack is in terms of standing right next to it, would I be able to put the gold in just by using my arms?
Yes.
Because okay, I just
Yeah, it's
try and do that.
it's a foot and a half off the ground around the base of the pyramid. So
Oh, well,
Oh,
crap.
okay, so
you
I just-
you get it put back in.
yeah, okay,
Giant Indiana
And,
Jones
you know,
style stone ball.
yeah.
Smack it in a few good times, and it pops into place, and there's kind of a glow for a second, and then there's some pulsing, and you hear screams from down the hallway.
Oh God, I think we should get going, guys.
All right. Which hallway?
So back the way you came. Well, it's hard to
like
tell
here?
with the tunnels because everything echoes, but you can definitely hear screams.
Well, there was one place we didn't check, and that was in the place with the door. So
Okay. Well, where did we come down from? Like there?
I would assume we went like over there, or anywhere there that we had a rope.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, did we pick a spot where we came down from? I guess we didn't really.
You did. Hold on one second. I was on another screen. So why didn't you paste?
Well, we originally came down here.
Yeah,
right?
you
I
came
think
down there, and I'm assuming you didn't take the time to move your rope assembly since you built it so well.
I
You built it there.
was like, damn it, you and your crazy knots. Okay.
What the hell? Don't you hate it when like Roll20 like just won't paste anymore?
We'll paste. All right. So what now, guys?
Well, I think we should wait a few minutes just to see if those things come back and try and get us.
Oh, they're coming to get us.
And if they don't, I would say check the room that we didn't check.
Check the room.
Internet. Crap.
Yeah,
That again?
All right. Well, I can't move tokens onto this map for some reason, and I don't understand why.
Monsters.
But all right. So you get back into the
over
main
here.
hallway.
Sweet.
And when you get to here,
Where's here? Like the X?
yeah, where I'm pinging.
I don't actually see where you're pinging, to tell you the truth, but
Up here at the top, where you would have had to come from, no matter which way you went when you came out of the pyramid.
Sorry,
when you
what did
came,
you guys
came
say?
back.
I cut out.
All right, let me.
where my token is?
When you get to here, where Jackson is.
Hey, it wasn't here.
Okay.
You would have had to go here
Oh.
because no matter which way you went from the pool, you would have come to this point.
Sorry.
Whether you went the long way or the short way around, you would have had to come to this point.
Then it's all bad.
When you get here, you see you hear screaming coming from in here.
Don't go in there.
Okay. Well, it's worth a look. Considering this is a pyramid, there might be treasures in here and shit.
Can I? But there isn't anything in our way here, right?
There's nothing in your way. If you want to beat feet out of the pyramid, there's nothing stopping you. But you hear screaming coming from here.
I don't like the sound of that. Okay.
Alejandro's just gonna.
I'm gonna go over here.
Alejandro's gonna peek his head in a little bit, see what's going on here. Have a shotgun at the ready just in case.
So, the room itself, it's one of the few places that you would be able to stand. Even you, Alejandro, would be able to stand up. The room itself is 20 by 20 feet with 10-foot high ceilings. There are 3 filthy reed mats on the floor, and
Something screaming.
the rest of the room is piled high with a miscellaneous collection of jewels, coins, artifacts. It is just full of treasure. But what you see is writhing around on these 3 mats are the 2 Karasiri that you followed here and your dear friend Mendoza. And they're all like screaming in pain and calling out to the father of maggots to save them, and the 3 of them crumble into dust before your eyes.
Okay, at this point, Alejandro's just kind of
Freak out.
look in confusion and just be like,
We should set the remains on fire.
the remains were just put to ash.
Yeah, there's nothing left to set on fire.
dusted.
They turn to ash and dust.
Then we should get the loot and go. Are we gonna miss our? Don't we need to hurry back, or otherwise the trucks will take off without us, or something?
I have no trucks.
You've got easily another week and a half to get back to Puno. So Jackson, comes in and starts looking at some of this, and so does Alistair, and they're like, "Wow, my God, this treasure trove goes back. Some of this stuff is modern. There's some wristwatches and other modern jewelry, and some of this goes back to pre-Incan. This is crazy."
Gather up. Let's look at it upstairs.
Well, there's a lot more than you're going to be able to carry out. There's
Challenge accepted.
there's can any of you make an appraise check?
Probably not.
I think Alistair had a praise.
All right. Well,
Alistair, yeah.
let's assume he gets it done because I don't feel like finding his character sheet right now.
How about that?
There's
Nope.
you think that there's easily like over 200,000 US dollars worth of loot here. And each one of you could maybe carry $2,000 worth.
What about if we use? You said they were just like, what were they sleeping on? I'm just wondering.
They're just rusty, just bedrolls.
No bed sheets or anything.
No,
Hey, don't we have pack animals?
you
Yeah, we do
do.
have pack animals.
With
Mhm.
if you use the pack animals, you could maybe double that up to $5,000 a piece, but that's gonna weigh the animals down.
Okay, we got a week and a half.
Jackson says that he definitely feels like he'd like to take a share and fully expects that all of you will.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, I need traveling money.
exactly. So between the six of you, you'll be able to pull out 30,000 worth, and which is a lot of money for the 20s.
Yeah.
And in fucking Peru, this is probably more money than Alejandro's ever seen.
So
Right.
all right.
Well, I suppose. Yeah, go ahead.
So sanity bonuses.
Bonuses.
Yes, one of the things that very rarely happens, but when you win in Call of Cthulhu, you actually get sanity back.
Did we win?
So for
When you win,
defeating De Mendoza, you get this, and then for defeating Larkin, you get this, and for restoring the ward of the pyramid, you get this. You didn't get Narya killed. You didn't blow up the pyramid and release the father of maggots, so you don't get that negative either. So you get
Wait, that would've
11
been a
sanity
thing?
points back. 11 bonus sanity.
hey, I'm back to the
points.
start.
Does
Wait,
that
what did
increase
we
our
get- what did we
base?
Get back?
You can increase your base, yes.
Yeah, dude.
In addition, you also all get 10 luck points.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, I missed the sanity.
You get 11 points of sanity.
You get 11 points of sanity, and you can go over the.
You can go over what you started with, yes.
Points
I
of
take
luck?
the difference between what I lost and then apply it to the difference to upping the base. So I lost 5. That means I can add 6 to the base.
Yes.
Okay. And then, well, okay. So how does that work then? Am I automatically then? Oh yeah.
You just have over your starting sanity.
You just have, yeah.
never
You can go through an investigator development phase. If we don't want to do that right now, I totally understand. We can roll for that later.
mind.
I think doing it now might be a decent idea. While it's on camera and shit, just so people don't pull any sneaky stuff.
Well, I don't remember.
So it's whatever things you roll, you put a tick box for. I mean, or we can meet offline because I know it's late for a lot of. No, for those of us that don't have a holiday tomorrow, it's a little late here. So
You don't have all.
I'd say let's get together later. So here's the epilogue here. So you managed to escape Peru with your loot. You get the heck out of here. Jackson writes up the experience in Peru in 1923 as a book called The Hungry Dead, omitting some of the more bizarre elements as too unbelievable for his readership. He kind of glosses over the whole Karasiri thing and of them being real and attributes it to a death cult operating in Peru. Over the next 4 years, Jackson keeps in contact with each of you, sending letters and suggesting that he might need your help again in the future.
I always ask for a copy. Let me know when one of his new books comes out.
Absolutely, yeah. So over the years, you get frequent telegrams from him. Depending on where you live, he might occasionally be in your city, and you meet for drinks. You kind of have a lasting friendship with him. And that's where I'm gonna say we'll close things for tonight. I will send you some offline handouts over the next couple of weeks so that you can review them ahead of next game. I'm traveling for the next couple of weeks, so I think we all said October 28th will work for everybody.
Yeah, that should work.
Perfect.
Okay.
So I'm just wondering, we all have like $5,000 in cash, or is it assets?
It's in assets that you'll have to
Okay, so-
either, sell,
Okay,
fence, whatever you need to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty. Well, thank
Cool.
you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the prologue.
We finally finished something.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. That's good.
And with everybody still alive and sane.
Amazing.
Yeah, I was actually one away from like indefinite insanity. I would have reached at like 489.
Don't worry, that won't last long.
Oh, I know, but
The
I'm just counting my lucky stars for now.
the next
I'm delaying the inevitable.
exactly the next step of the adventure path takes an interesting turn from here. So, all right. Well, thank you everybody for playing tonight, and for those of you watching, thank you for watching us, and feel free to like and subscribe. And we'll be back on October 28th, Halloween week, for starting Chapter 1, New York.
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Right.
Alrighty.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
You too.
All right.
Good night to you, my man.
See you guys.